around the equilibrium, screening equilibrium, it's often unstable. That if companies are experimenting, trying out different workers and seeing how they do, it's another way of thinking about it. So, I mean, I haven't proved that it is not an important Sheepskin effect. That's the reason I believe it's not the dominant force in what's going on. But, you know, this is a literature that's been going on for at least 50 years. Versions of that literature. I discussed it in my human capital book, published a long time ago. And I wasn't the first one to think about discussing it. So it's an old literature. But I think we got more evidence since then. And the evidence I had suggested to me it wasn't a major factor. I think the further evidence has come out even stronger. Now people look at twins. Identical, at least, ability, coming up in the same environment. You give one twin more education. Hopefully that's more randomly determined. And what are their earnings? That's another variation on this. Okay.
How much would you attribute to improvement in outside options? Say a child who's making a decision between studying today and, you know, just call it play, has a lot better, might have a lot better outside options than, say, 30 or 40 years ago, like more TV channels, video games, and these kinds of things.
So why people drop out, you mean?
Yeah, so while the returns to college might have gone up, like the outside options between making, you know, investing in education and not investing, those might have risen too.
And what are the examples you have in mind?
Like I'm thinking about the child making the decision between, you know, whether to study and go for, say, a high school degree, to which the returns are going to accrue much later, or just play video games or watch TV instead. Like 30 or 40 years ago with 3 or 5 TV channels, that might have been a lot less attractive than today with digital cable.
Yeah. Well, you're saying their consumption, they have to forego consumption by going to school, and the utility you can get
Exactly,
from
yeah. So in
spending
utility
that
terms,
time,
they might actually be better off.
spend that time. It could, you know, there might be something to it, but they're giving up an awful lot, and that's not only in earnings. The health benefits have risen over time. The marital benefits have risen over time. So you have to put a lot of weight on that increasing consumption. But that, you know, that could be a factor. Also, you have to give some additional weight to the fact, I don't know if this has increased over time, but the high school dropouts commit a lot of the crime. They spend a lot of time in prison. So I don't know if they're playing video games or holding up the stores. I mean, outside options. But, you know, but in principle, that could be a force. Yeah, that's a good point. Anybody else has a